Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So in this segment, I will be embracing my perfect imperfections. I guess I would say I am the epitome of imperfections, or what some people would say are my imperfections. Okay, so let's start with what is supposedly my first imperfection. My nose. Growing up, some people thought that my nose was too small, or it wasn't straight enough. It wasn't their ideal kind of nose. But my nose is actually one of my physical features that I am actually so proud of, because it's such a physical marker of the family physical characteristics. So without it, I don't know if I would look like my family members, especially on my dad's side. But apparently, it's an imperfection to many. Of course, that didn't affect me in any way, because I have never viewed my nose as being flawed in any way. I have never even considered it imperfect, because I think it suits me just fine. But some people, I meet them, and of course there are those who said you have a cute little button nose, and there are those who would say your nose could have been it could have been straighter. I think it all boils down to the fact that people would say whatever they want to say, because they would always find something to criticize about you, regardless. And another of my supposed imperfections, I think I experienced this negative attention to this imperfection when I was about 12 years old. And I'll tell you the story. My sister, who was in Trinidad at the time, she sent me a red and black soccer pants. It was what we call those shorts today with the stripe on the side. It was nice, fluffy red short soccer pants. I loved that soccer pants. The second I set eyes on it, I fell in love and I wanted to wear it. So one Sunday I put on my best, Sunday weekend outfit, and I was going up the road, and I was going for a walk to meet my friends. I was going to hang out with them in the upper part of my village. This particular group, they would normally congregate at this particular location, and everybody that passes by, they would make a derogatory comment, or they would share a smirk or some sort of laughter to make the passers-by or a particular passerby feel bad about themselves in any way. So somebody, I think, called out spotty legs Oh my gosh, people could be so cruel at times. But anyways, yes, my legs were spotty. They had some blemishes on them that were a result of chicken pox? No, smallpox. I always get mixed up with the poxes. I had smallpox as a child, and I also contracted chicken pox later on from my son. That's another story. That didn't affect me too much. Anyway, so yes, I had smallpox as a child. So they left my legs decorated, I would say, with blotches. I even had some on my arms. Some of them are right here today. They're faded now. So are those on my legs. They're like completely gone. But as a child, they were very pronounced. And these people went to great lengths to point them out at that particular time when I was wearing my nice Sunday best, and just to make me feel bad as a 12-year-old little girl growing up. But anyways, oh yes, and those chicken pox, they were also exacerbated by the fact that around that particular time, my dad had gotten into a confrontation. There was a particular incident in another village where my dad stood up for one of his friends and got beaten up pretty badly, I might add. He was hospitalized for 6 months. And when I grew up, I knew him as almost walking with a gait or very slowly because of that particular incident. So I was left under the care of some family members, his side of the family, who was supposed to take care of me, but because I have sensitive skin, I was exposed to bites, insect bites, and just as a kid playing in the sun, I got germs, and the smallpox, the sores they were further infected, I think, and it made the blemishes even worse when they were healing or when they were healed. So yes, I had spotty legs, and some people went out of their way to really drive that point home. But you know what? For me as a kid, as a 12-year-old, it didn't bother me. I don't know, it didn't affect me. I guess the way that they wanted it to. So what? As I grew older, some friends also made the comment, and people were going out of their way to somehow erode my self-esteem. But it didn't work, and I'll tell you why in a few seconds. I'll get to that. My other supposed imperfection was my skinny legs. Yes. They criticized how skinny my legs are, and I was, I look within myself today to determine how much their criticisms have affected me. And I must gladly report that it didn't work, because my skinny legs are a part of me. They're also a family trait, family physical trait. And for me, my legs were quite the norm. And I never saw them as being an imperfection, because I was skinny all over. All I had was a little boobies and some hips. So, well, in a nutshell, whatever they were trying to do, which was erode my self-esteem, it didn't work. I am as confident today. I was confident then, and even more so today, because now that I am an adult, I choose to ignore taking whatever information people want to convey in any way, whether directly at me or indirectly. So, as I said, their criticisms did not affect me the way it should, because I had self-confidence. And that self-confidence was instilled in me by my family. My dad, he used to say to me, I am the most beautiful daughter in the world. Okay, I know some of my sisters were jealous, but I am the last one. So I guess sometimes dads say certain things because they probably didn't expect me at that time in their lives, because they were a bit older, getting close to that point, that childbearing, the end of that childbearing stage. So anyways, my dad loved me, and he told me I was beautiful. I am, of course, his princess and the light of his life. I loved that man. I loved that man. Anyways, apparently, of course, he didn't see Halle Berry. He never met her. So I was like, really, Dad? When I saw Halle Berry, that is, I was like, really, Dad? I am the most beautiful girl in the world? But yeah, so I had a family that gave me validations at home, and I never lacked the attention and the compliments, and therefore whatever criticisms were dished out or aimed at me, they never dented my armor of confidence in any deep way. Whatever wounds I received, they were very superficial. They didn't impact me deeply at all. So I am good. So I have, over the years, embraced my perfect imperfections. people would say whatever they want to say. They would find any and everything to be critical of. And some people are extremely mean. They would go above and beyond to make your lives miserable. But I want to encourage my viewers out there that regardless of whoever you may encounter, and you will encounter a lot of negative people whose main goal is to harm and to hurt and to erode your self-confidence and to derail your journey in some way, by some means, whether it's by words or by actions. But I would encourage you to embrace your perfect imperfections, because what others deem as imperfections, they are actually what make you so unique and so beautiful and different, and they are what some people absolutely adore about you. And trust me, I know that firsthand. So take care of yourselves and develop a thick outer shell so that when people come to you with these sort of negative comments and to point out your supposed flaws, you will be able to defend yourself and to not let it affect you deeply, so that it can ruin your life and the relationships that you have with others around you. So I encourage you to embrace your perfect imperfections, because you're gorgeous. Take care.